Okay, so tell us who you are and where you are from.
Amen. So I can hear you.
I
Night
can't hear him.
two. My name's Kevin Staff. Hear you. I can hear you. I can't hear you.
I can't hear him.
Yes. Yes, I can hear you. I'm Kevin
I
Staff,
couldn't hear
Proper Name UK.
you. Okay, UK, England. Okay, so tell us a little bit about the UK. Growing up over in the UK, how is it over there?
Well, well, growing up in the UK, it's a mixture of race. I kind of grown up around, so that's whites, that's Asians, that's Chinese, and
Hmm.
all of that. Like, so I've grown up all around that. There was a lot of them in my school. Well, my school, what I grown up in, it was mostly blacks as well. So the first school I went to was like a Catholic school.
Oh,
You
okay.
understand? Yeah. So I went to Catholic school. First school I went to called Forest School.
Okay.
That Forest, I did at seminar, but I did music from there. So I did and up on the stage and introduced them music in it. So I introduced them like reggae music, like back then, dancehall music, back then, like at school when I was like a first year
Okay.
secondary school. Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. So your culture from the American culture over here, is it a difference trying to come into the industry?
Is it a different stride? Yeah, it's well different. We got no labels here or anything like, you understand? So we have to do it from the ground up. We have to really go in. And when we start production and put our albums together and just put it out there ourselves, and just grinding hard that way, you get me? So it's different. It's different to States. Definitely the States.
Okay.
States has got them record labels, all the artists too, all the big artists, and a lot of influence in it over there. So you
Okay.
know,
Okay. So what was it about music that made you decide you want to get in it?
well, I grown up in it. Like from I was little, from I was young, my mom used to
Uh-huh.
always play music through the house. I used to wake up and there would be a big sound system in London and all that playing with his big speakers, man's on the mic, people whining, drinking, my mom cooking a lot of food for the people, and it's just an open house. So everybody what loved the music and loved we Jamaicans as well. So my parents are Jamaican, you understand? But my dad, he's English, but his mother was from Barbados. You understand? So
Okay.
I got Barbados, I'm mixing it. So I got Jamaican in me and I got Barbados in me. You understand? So
Okay.
we
Okay.
we grew up in music. Like you understand, we was always Jamaica, always the family. We got a lot of family there. So salute
Okay.
salute Kingston. The whole Jamaica, they say the whole of Jamaica is my family. You get me? That's how big
Oh,
my
okay.
family was. You get me? And
Okay, so
I got family of America too. So to cut you.
where you got family at in America?
In New York, Canada, Jersey. I
Okay.
got family all kind of around America still. Yeah.
Okay.
Sure, I got
Okay.
even family in the South America too.
Okay. So what or who influenced you to become okay? Because I know that you're doing movies, you do radio personnel, you're a DJ, you got a clothing line. I mean, and you
Yeah.
are an artist as well. And not only that, which we'll get into a little bit later, that you are a member of BMF for Europe now, which is big. So, but we'll get into that a little bit down the line, but not too deep about it. So, what or who influenced you to become? Let's start with who did you become first, the artist or DJ King Smoke?
Artists, because I got an uncle who was in a breakdance crew called Rock City Crew. Yeah, that's the name of a club. I performed there when I got older and all that too. So he was a break dancer. He was a big influence. His name's Lionel Staff, and he traveled the world break dance. He brought the crew over New York breakdancers. That's Rock Steady Crew. And his crew battled them and all that, and they performed with them in Rock City Crew. You understand? So it was that what kind of got me into it is the breakdance. It was the body popping and all that. What kind of got me into it, into this artist kind of thing. And I watched Americans in it. I watched like the pioneers, man's like Simmons. You understand? That's why I got a song called Russell Simmons Showed Me. You understand? Because I watched the film in it. I watched this film. I got a lot of game from that. So I was into that earlier. I was into Beat Street, the South Bronx film. I was in it way earlier in it because my uncle was into rap. I was always in. I was watching breakdance, the film, breakdance 1 and 2. That's what I used to watch a lot when I was a kid. Our kids watch cartoons and all that. I used to watch that 24/7. And the other, sorry to cut you, and the other things to be into in it. I used to be into reggae music, dancehall. So I used to do dancehall as an MC. You understand? I did that when I touched mic. I was spitting. I was doing reggae, doing dancehall music. I was sitting on the mic, crowds. You understand? I was doing it that kind of way. You understand?
Okay, so basically, the hip hop era when Beat Street and Curtis Blow and Grandmaster Flash and Karis Ones, all the greats was about when you was watching it, and at that time not really knowing that you were going to become who you are today, but that is what influenced you to be who you are today.
Yeah, one thing I always used to cry. I used to cry to Mama, can I have some drums for my Christmas present? I want some drums. Yeah, can you give me some drums? Give me some drums. Mom said, nah, I'm on Jamaican in it. So what you want though? You want the neighbors to run me away? And all that, give us the yard talk and man, you want to make up beer nice and all that in it. I can't get no drums. So what I used to do, I used to use school in it. I used to use school. So musical at school. I used to always want to get involved. So if it's still band, ding, 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 I got into it. I made sure I got that money to pay school so I can get into it. So I did steel band.
When
I was at school. This is junior school. You understand? First school light. You get me, sir? I did that and I did trumpet. So I learned how to blow. The trumpet is I went them kind of lessons.
So you learn how to play the trumpet. So were there anyone in your family that has a musical background?
Yes. Whoa. My dad, rest in peace, rest in power. My dad, he rolled around a lot of pop stars over here. And there's a group called The Specials. Yeah. They're pop group. Yeah, they do two-tone. Yeah, two-tone music and all that kind of pop from early days, the pop stars. Yeah, so a guy named Neville and the whole band from Coventry. So I grew up in Coventry as well, and I used to be around them when I was a kid. So I kind of that always take me to their house and all that, because they was friends and all, and plus. Now Staples. It's got a book as well. Let me see. Yeah, it's got a book. What's that? Let me get the book.
He finna show us. He finna
Yeah,
show us what he's talking about. Here we go.
yeah.
Let's get it.
So Neville
Okay.
Staples. Yeah.
That was your dad right there?
No, that's my dad's good friend. He's like my godfather, and he's my godfather. Yeah, so I
Okay.
used to go. I used to see the plaques on his wall when my dad used to take me to his house in London and all them things
Okay.
there. And he's from Coventry. So in that up
Okay.
there,
So
talks about
basically,
my
your dad was working, affiliated and working with him. So he used to take you around so you can get the feel of being an artist. Well, not so much getting the feel because he didn't know that you was going to just grow up and be an artist. But you know, it was feeding your spirit as you was going around, being around these type of legends and these musicians and these artists. It had to make you feel some kind of way. How did it make you feel?
well, at that time when I was around him, I was a baby. I'll tell you
Okay.
that. I was a baby, so I would have been around him, say from about say 5 or 7, around that
Okay.
age. I would have been around the specials and that, because that was the time I went Coventry. I used to go Coventry and stay with my dad. You
Mm-hmm.
understand? And that's where
Mm-hmm.
you'll be around all these guys and a lot of punk rockers, what we call rockheads, like
Mm-hmm.
rockers kind of thing. Because that's the kind of hard
Right.
music, Jamaican music and off rock,
Right.
two tone,
Right.
two-tone music,
Right.
Jamaican music and English music. You understand?
Right.
So, he, when I was young, all I showed my dad at that time is breakdancing. He used to always tell me and my brother named Neville, who's named after the pop star, because he came to the hospital when my brother was born. Neville did.
Okay.
Did the pop star. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, my brother, who's older than me, he was named
Oh,
after
so
Neville.
you have so not only do you have your father that's in the industry, you got a brother as well in the industry, is what you're saying?
No, I've got a brother who's older than me, who's who's got the same that I've got the same, and that's who I used to go Coventry with. He's named after Neville Staples. That's our
Oh,
connected.
okay.
You
Oh, okay.
understand? So I'm not saying he's a musician. He did music back in the day, but he don't do it anymore. You understand?
Okay.
It's like,
Okay, so we're gonna because I got a lot of ground to cover with you, so we're
yeah,
not gonna answer keep our answers too long. So you got your dad doing it, and then you're surrounded by all of these people.
well,
When did you record your very first song?
um, I record our very first song in the studio called Atlas Center,
Uh-huh.
and that's where I was doing dub plates, because I had a
Okay.
sound called Metroflex where we played music with DJs and with spitters, and we was doing
Okay.
specials. We was doing specials.
Okay.
So that first place I went, and it was at a guy named Courtney Rose's studio. Take One. It's got a studio called Take One. Salute to him for doing that as well. So that's where we did some dub plates where enough artists used to go, big artists as well from Jamaica and all over the place. So
Okay.
Puff Daddy even used to go, went there as well. So
So
that was
was he the first person to give you your who was the first person that gave you your first break as an artist to get a chance to when you had
to
the
be
opportunity to where you was actually feeling like an artist?
that was B Rock. It was a guy named B. He had a studio
Okay.
in the hood.
Okay. Okay.
English guy, white guy as well. You get me? And he could rap and all that. You
Okay.
get me? Where I used to build beats. That's where I came an artist properly, because I was building my beats from scratch. That was a
Okay.
group. Smoke Some Blunts. That was
Okay.
my group. Smokes as well. So it was me and Blunts. We did the album together with the Blunts as well. So me and Blunts. That's where we started. We became artists there. He was a producer. I was a producer, beat maker as well, and that's on the MC.
Okay.
You get me? Well,
So wait a minute. So wait a minute. So you were making beats during the time you was developing yourself as an artist?
straight away. straight away. So
Okay.
I just
So
jumped.
you was doing it both at the same time. You was producing and developing yourself as a producer and an artist at the same time.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Oh, that's amazing. I mean, that had to be like, and it still have to be some type of hard work. How do you balance that out? Like that's like a lot. Like how do you balance that out?
Well, listen, the way I'm born in it, because you got to understand, I've been around a lot of Jamaican artists as well, like celebrities like Beanie Man, Bounty Killer, and Sizzler,
Okay.
and enough other bigger artists, Elephant Man, Ghosts, all these big artists. I've been in front of them and drank with them and smoked with them. You understand? So
Right.
doing all of that, you with me? And I was on mics as well, tearing down clubs from them ages when I was meeting them too, on the same stage. You get, it's just that I was rocking the stage at that time. You understand?
Okay.
I did different nights. You get me?
Okay.
Where I was in front of the whole of Nottingham. So
Okay.
being around celebrities and vibing and being around Ty, who's a Jamaican artist, and you know, being around rappers like Supernatural, who's a spitter. You with me?
Okay.
A lyrical spitter and all of that. I seen him in the club in Nottingham. You get me? And
Right.
seen 50, and seen Lloyd Banks, and get Lloyd Banks my CD. It took me a fight to get it, but I gave it to Lloyd Banks. And Lloyd Banks picked it up, put it in his CD, in his back pocket, and he says, I says to him, yo, bump that. That's us. This is where we from. You understand? And he picked it up and played. You understand? So
yeah. Hey, that's dope though. Like that's super dope. Like the names you're naming are big people. Status legends on top of legends. Like
I've got footage. I've got even footage. So even when it comes to celebrities, I've got footage right there. You understand where it's where I'm talking to certain artists about business where it's on camera. Where I talk to FOCUZ.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
I talk to FOCUZ. You understand? I talk to Styles P. You understand? We're over here. I've never been in America in my life, but I've worked with the most of them.
Oh.
You understand?
Wait a minute. I see. That's two. Tell us, how did you manage to get all of this done? Because you're not even in America. First off, like you said, you're way over in Europe, UK, but yet you still had a chance to work and still is working with a bunch of legend stars from America with that's in the industry. How did you briefly cut it short, but tell us a little bit, how did you manage to make that happen?
Well, I gotta salute all the people that I worked with. What's helped me to get there? You understand? It's the confidence and all that, what they get me in it and get the team. You understand? For us to do this and other people's what's put us on shows to be with these celebrities and all that. So doing all that what they give us, that's what's pushed me all the way, because it's the DJs, it's the artists, it's the promoters, it's the connections here. Like Nottingham people, salute Rocket, you with me? Value and ranking, and then you with me? They hope to that. You get me?
Okay.
So
I get you.
It's just like I gotta salute Rio in Northampton. He helped out. It's a security guy. He's got a security business. I gotta salute a media man. You with me?
Okay.
And giving the faith in me and making me go on the radio and all that. You get me? He's the man. You get me? I gotta salute Teddy B in Jamaica when things happen. You get me? He's my artist in Jamaica. You get me? You might have met him on the rounds when you with me when we was doing our thing like a year ago. Interviewed you on the radio as well. You get me? So
so you have been fortunate to hit the stage with plenty big artists, legends, and things of that nature. What tell us one of the songs that you are working on now that and tell us a little bit about it and how did you come about it?
the first tune I did was oh, the new tune I'm working on, what I'm pushing right now.
Yeah.
That's the grind. I just dropped
Okay.
it like 3 weeks ago. Yeah, so
it's called The Grind. It's called The Grind.
with the grind, and I did that with Tyler Woods from Jersey, America. He's with
Okay.
it's LOX and them,
Okay.
and it's got a tune out there
So
right as well with
okay, so what made you come up with The Grind? I mean, I'm sure the title pretty much speaks for itself. I know the title speaks for itself, but everybody grind and how they like to talk about their grind is different. So, tell us a little bit about yours.
like I said, all the things I've done, like build beats from the ground up. You understand? Working with people, getting at people, networking. You understand? Going, spending my own money to invest in myself, all that grinding. Just the sweat, the
I
whole.
mean, without the sweat, bro, we ain't nothing. Do me a favor though. So you come back from the eras where, like we said, the Kumo D's, the Grandmaster Flash, the LL Cool J's, like the back in the days area. What is different today that they're doing today that they wasn't doing back then?
The internet. That's what's different now, because it's a different thing. I'll tell you one thing. Before, when I was doing the Smoke Some Blood thing more, and I was slapping out all my albums, it was CD. It was CD then. And I would go around all the CD shops and put these CDs in the shops myself. I'll cook them. I've got burners. You understand? I've got burners. So I burnt all this stuff. I did artwork. I did the artwork with my friends back in the day. Myself, ourselves. We all worked on it. You get me? And I was selling albums. I was selling. When I go back to them shops, I was picking up money. You understand?
Right.
Called Selecting This. And Funky Monkey and all these shops. they know who we are. They know who you understand? So when I used to sell out of that shop, and I used to go to the shop, I used to see people want to buy my album, coming to buy, and they would see me in the shop. I say, "What, Young Smokes? Wow, I was just coming to buy your album," and they'd be buying my album, and we would smash much. And them guys in the shop, in the record shop, used to tell me what was selling my album, say, "You lot sell like the Americans." So
wow, now that's big.
So that's how
big right there.
Bloods used to sell. We were smashing Nottingham. We were smashing the UK at a way. You with me? Because we had peoples all around UK, not just Nottingham. We had people in London. I had rappers in Bristol. I had rappers in Birmingham. I had rappers and singers in Leicester. I had rappers all around UK. Not Smoke Some Blunts was a UK thing. You understand? So it was like got out there. We got out there worldwide. When the Africans
so when you get ready to do a show, and I know me for myself, I get like big anxiety. So when you get ready to do a show, question one, do you get really nervous? And if you do, what do you do to try to balance it out when you get ready to perform?
I'm going to tell you this straight. No.
Nothing?
Nothing. Let me just tell you, I was doing stages from I was about 7, 8, 9. So at that time, yes, it was a butterflies thing. Because I didn't know what the crowd was going to sponsor was going to be.
Right.
You understand? But because I had a squeaky voice and I was spitting tight at that time, the way the crowd was going crazy for me, the crowd went, I tear down the 10 on first. You get me? That's called rock and reggae back in the day. In front of nothing. You get me? So it was a big crowd. So I did school too. Remember I said that I did school back then as well, earlier.
Right.
Butterflies thing then because I didn't know how the crowd was going to take me.
Right.
I got on a high. I got on the high with this music thing, on spitting on sound
Okay.
systems and going around all different kind of clubs and tearing it up
Yeah.
and all that. Different. It was
Y'all
different.
lit then.
I was lit. I was around the top guys, the top sitters, man, like Spider, man, like Beanie Foreigner, especially. Gotta salute Beanie.
Okay.
Beanie was definitely the guy what inspired me when I talk about inspire me to do this
Okay.
thing. I seen him. I seen him doing this
Okay.
thing.
So
Following him.
if you had an opportunity, which you will eventually, because you're a great artist and you're amazingly talented, and you're making so many moves and big moves. We're not going to stay too focused on your artistry, but let me ask you a question. If you had an opportunity to do a song with a guy and a girl that are famous, they can be dead or alive. Name the two, one girl and one guy.
Whoa. The main artist I think I would love to work with. I would say Tupac.
Tupac?
I would say Tupac. I'm gonna say Tupac.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna say Sam Cooke.
Okay. Sam Cooke. Wow. Now see, those are two very interesting answers you gave. Well, I can understand, I can see Tupac, but tell us a little bit, why did you choose Sam Cooke?
Wow. It's deeper than deep. It's deep.
Okay.
Well, I would say it's like a spiritual thing. I did get see a spiritual person one time. I'm gonna tell you a secret. Say they did say like an artist like Sam Cooke, Oaks Wedding, is around me spiritually. It says that they around me spiritually on a spiritual vibe. So
and that's very important. I tell that all the time.
My mom said that Kevs, I played him all the time when you was a kid as well. You get me? So it's a spiritual thing. And when it comes to woman artists, Beyonce.
Okay. The beautiful Beyonce, the queen herself. I can see that because I can definitely see the energy that you have and the energy that she have. And I think we're getting ready to go to break.
Yeah.
Okay. We're not going to the break yet. Thank you. I can see the energy that you got, the because you know, like Jay-Z got that smooth but roughness, you know, style. So I could definitely see the chemistry between you and Beyonce. So, you know, we're gonna pray that God open up that door and you get that chance. So where do you see yourself in like three to 4 years?
Why? Why? Like touring the place, man. Touring the world. That's a dream. That's a definite dream, to tour the world and get it in for my family and do this what I love to do in it. You know, and that's work with the artists. Chris Brown's the other one I want to do a song with too. So Chris Brown, holla. I know he sees me as a fan as well. I'm there. I support an artist 52. I support 50. You get me? And there's a lot of artists I would love to work with. This is what I do. You got to remember, I've got songs with big artists from States as well with it. You get me? So that's just one thing I like to do. I like to collaborate. I know the spiritual vibe when it comes to collaborating.
Right. Because you and we got a collaboration that we're working on ourselves. And that's going to be crazy.
We're cooking. We're in that kitchen. We're baking it, man. We're baking it. That's what we're doing right now.
Definitely. So if you could give any advice, what advice would you give to the artist that's coming up under you?
I would say, artists, stay on your thing, man. Don't make nobody tell you that you can't do this thing. You understand?
That's right.
Nobody tell you that you can't make it. Just keep on fighting, keep on striving. If you're good enough, you're good enough, innit? You understand? Right. Just reach the stars. Just reach it. You understand? And other thing,
Right.
to invest in yourself. That's one thing you artists have got to do, especially you young artists. You want to get somewhere, you got to invest in yourself to get it. You understand? You get me?
That's right.
It takes so that's one thing I would definitely say with me. Stick to your dreams, man. Keep on dreaming, dream big, man. Think out the box. That's what I do.
That's right. And don't forget to tell them to get the paperwork straight. We're
Yeah,
getting
okay.
ready to go on a break. We're getting ready
Yeah.
to take a break, you guys. This is Raw Feelings on the Focus TV network and Focus.media. We're getting ready to take a break, so keep watching, tune in, give us a second, and we will be back with our guest, DJ King Smokes. I am your host, Nene Lioness.
Be back. Let you be back.
Man, when I've warmed up, and she said yes, he played with the Broncos, but Mr. Mingo is just like you. He needs to get his GED to move on or whatever. And I want you to treat him the same way as you've been treated. Just give us, that's all we want is a chance. We don't, if you're better than us, prove it. If you're better than the black man, prove it.
Exclusive photograph and films. Remember, you're the VIP to us.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy J Rob. You are tuned in to Focus TV 1. Check out the live interview with me, your boy J Rob, on Focus, the magazine live. So come check me out, get to know who I am and what I'm about. You heard me? It's your boy J Rob. I'm coming. Salute.
Depression, what a dark place. Nobody really understands.
And we are back. We are back. I am your host, Nene Lioness. Thank you all for tuning in. Today's special guest is DJ King Smokes, all the way from the UK, artistry named Karbon Knight. He's a very talented, gifted, very amazing artist. He's doing his thing over there in Europe. I mean, he's all over Europe. He ain't in just one part of Europe. He's like the Pope. He's everywhere. So I want to welcome my guest back. I'm super excited. He's the man. And let's not forget, artists, DJ King Smokes, he breaks the artist music. So if you artists are over here in the United States and you need your music played over there in Europe, all the they got like I believe like 7 or 8 or 9 radio stations. I know they got my music playing on a lot of radio stations. So artists, Don't be afraid to get your music out of the United States. You needed to get it over there in Europe. That's what helps you build your fan base. DJ King Smokes is the man. It's an honor to have him on here. So let's get back to the questions. So before we left off, you was explaining to us, we're telling the younger youth up under you. And speaking of youth, let me say a great shout out to Trends World. She's a young entrepreneur doing her thing. She has her show. She's giving back to the youth. I mean, she's an amazing young girl. I mean, I love her all up in here. So shout out to you, Trends World. It's her and her father network that we are on. So we definitely want to give a great big shout out to Teflon Taylor and Trends World. Thank you both so much. Speaking of the youth. So now we're going to move forward. So you're doing your artistry. And you said you're producing. So tell us some of the people you have produced for.
Styles P, Rodney P, who's from London Posse, a group called one of the first pioneer rap groups from UK, London, named London Posse. And there was one of the main artists named Rodney P. He's on the radio called One Extra. Yeah, Radio 1 Extra in London as well. He's a DJ. He came to interview some blunts. I didn't want to be. I got who else? Yeah, Styles P from D Block LOX. Bully from D Block's Snipe Live as well. And who else? There's a few there. There's a few there. I remember.
So with you producing and everything, have you produced for anyone in the United States?
Yes, that's Styles P, isn't it? Styles P.
Okay.
He's from.
I mean, like for instance, we're not gonna talk about the stars. What about like upcoming artists? Are you working with any upcoming artists from the United States?
Yeah, I've worked with an artist. I've got a new song called Party Time with the artist from LA, South Central. Yeah, it's a lady. Her name's DC. She's a radio DJ as well. She spins my music and all that in LA and all that too. You understand? Look her up. You see, she's a model as well. Yeah, she's got a song. We've got a song called Party Time. What's out there right now on the Jamaican hip hop slash kind of thing in it. Yeah.
So we got like 7 minutes. So let's move on to your clothing line. Tell us about your clothing line real quick.
Yes, I've got clothing line in it, and I've got my brand selling on Teesprings. I got it on Redbubble. These are sites in it where you could get them. So even if you Google KnightMovement Clothing, you will get it. You will get my wear. You will see all my wear. You will see the KnightMovement Clothing. We sold socks. We sold jumpers. We sold hoodies. We sold baby grows. We sold all different kind of things, even furniture stuff and like canvases with my design. What I've got and all kinds. You get me? So I've got a lot of stuff.
So do you got a link? Like, is there a way where I know you can, but you can put a link up on social media, or do you want to put the link out there to where people can go to and check out your clothing line?
That's right. I'll send you the link. You can put it up on there. You get me, and show it to the people so people can support. You get me? Because of the COVID as well. That's the other thing. What kind of knocked me back? Like I brought enough stock. I got enough weight. I put a lot in. Say about a year ago, a year and a half ago now.
Right.
Because of the COVID thing, it kind of knocked me back. I was ready to do a summer. Let's get out there and just really just sell off my wear. I've got like a 2-pack top what I created as well. With like in 2-packs bandolero. You weird people go crazy and all that. You get me? I didn't even really get to even put that out.
Well, I definitely got to give me some of those clothes over here in the United States. Okay. So let me ask you a question. So tell us real quick, because you got 6 minutes. Give us 6 minutes of your rundown. What can we look forward to when it comes to DJ King Smoke's Karbon Knights? Tell us what can we look forward to in the future and what you're working on now. And you got 6 minutes. Let's go.
Yeah, man, you gotta look out for my album. What's gonna drop? You know what I'm saying? I think I might call it. I don't know what I'm gonna call it yet. Still,
Okay.
but something to do with voice, I would say. You understand?
Okay.
Yeah. And so look out for that album. What's about to drop? Karbon Knight. And singles what I'm gonna be dropping as well. I'm always dropping. Check out my music on all platforms as well. You understand?
Okay.
Look out for the film what I'm doing as well with people in Jamaica. Looking for some investors if you want to help out and come and see what I got. I got a little footage already where we started filming and all that what I put together. And yeah, I want to go to Jamaica and so go finish this film and film and get it done and put it out there. I can't wait to get the film finished, put out. And yeah, man, and I'm with MF, Europe in it, so we're cooking up something as well.
Okay.
As well, there's not things in the pipeline's going to go off of that. So it's to come check me out on my pages like Instagram and that at the real Karbon Knight. You understand? So if you put in the real Karbon Knight, you'll get me on IG and get me on Facebook as well. Karbon Knight DJ. Same with Instagram, same with Twitter.
Okay.
I on Twitter, Spotify, everything. You can get me. I make sure to check out my Spotify. Definitely as well. I've got a playlist, Karbon Knight playlist. So make sure you type that in and go check that and follow me on that as well. Because I want followers. I need all the followers. My followers need to get better. You understand? I've got things cooking up. I've got some shows in the pipeline about to come up as well. So around Europe. Okay. So I'm just hoping, I'm not going to talk too much on them. I'm just hoping that does come through.
Okay.
I get to do that. You understand? And Jamaica, Bobis, and Africa, and Italy, Germany, especially all them places what are playing my music. Just look out for me. That's what I'm going to say in it. Keep them tuned in to what I'm doing in it, and tune radio station. I Told You So Radio. That's where you get me as well. You get me there, see my show. I should start in this Wednesday. Look out for me on that too. You with me? Yeah, man.
Okay. So once again, I am super excited. And first of all, just because y'all probably didn't hear him clear because his accent is so strong, he has a film. He also has I Told You So radio show where he does interview and break the artist music. So you heard him, artists. Hey, you don't want to miss the chance to be on there with DJ King Smokes. Hey, and you don't want to miss the film. And also make sure you check out his clothing line. It's a super honor to have him on Raw Feelings, where we say what we want to say, how we want to say it, and what we feel like saying to that. With your girl Nene Lioness, I am your host on Raw Feelings. Once again, shout out to the sponsors on Focus TV Network and Dot Media, Teflon Taylor, Trans World. Thank you all so much. I always brutal the name. I'm sorry. But hey, make sure y'all tune back in for the next guest once again. Thank you, DJ King Smokes. It was lit. I'm super excited to have you on the show, my guy. You are doing wonderful. Keep up the great work. Thank you for coming by. We appreciate you. And you know I got you back over here in the United States, guys.
I know.
No, we got you over here in the United States. Oh, too, and before you go, let me say this. Teflon is looking for writers for his movie. And I know that you are in the movie scene and stuff like that. And you guys write. So you might want to reach out to Teflon and get at him because he's coming out with the movie, and he actually gave me a part playing the mom in the movie, which I'm super excited about that part. But he did stress that he's looking for writers. So make sure you get at him.
Yeah, man, I'll get at him. I'll get him still. Yeah.
Appreciate you. Thank you for coming on Raw Feelings. Be blessed. Love you all up in here.
Thank you, listeners, man. Thank you. Go and check out the Karbon Knight. Salute.
See you later.